but the difficult part, Marv, is that unless you're a hard ass, unless you're someone who literally draws a line, I think I'm one of them. You draw the line and it's like, that's the fucking line. Unless you're that person, most people, they don't have a level of like, well, this is enough.
Enough to like walk away?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
that's the problem.
And if they did, I think if they did, because they never draw that line. They just think, well, I'll put up with this, I'll put up with that, I'll put up with this. They never told themselves, this is the line. I'm not going to put up with this. Obviously, cheating should never be one of those. We're talking about these small things that we're discussing. But they never establish that, whether in their own minds or to their lover. So when all these, I don't know if it's a word, compromisations, but when all these compromises occur, eventually it builds up. And it's like, how long have we been doing this for now? I don't know. What are we talking about? 6 years, 8 years? You know, if we're talking compromising and whoop-de-woo, we're in the 5 or better year round, right? So when you start working into those quarters, 5, almost 10, or into the 15s, there's probably a kid in there. There's more than likely we share this, we share that, we got this, we got that together. Yeah. Now it's even harder to walk away from. So when you put these variables in there, it's like, okay, it's easy to say, certain things you can overlook, but then other things you shouldn't. Where do you draw the line? And when do you draw the line? Do you do it early like this asshole right here? I was like, oh, this is the fuck I want. Oh, damn, Wes, you saying all that on the first date? Yeah. Or is that too extreme? Do you do that, when?
So wait. So what would be the other option? Would it be waiting and testing the waters to see?
Or staying?
Like, what would be the other option?
I think what people lack is snipping quicker and walking away. That's what I think people lack.
So then what? Right. So then
they lack it for all the wrong reasons, and it all depends on what age they're in. But a lot of it varies on like, all right, well, how much better can you do? Is this good? Is this good enough?
There was a point in
time. Are you that? And it depends on what package you are. Are you that of a package? Will you deserve this package? Where is your I don't like to mention the motherfucker because a lot of shit that he says, I want to slap him. Andrew Tate? Is it Tate? Andrew Tate?
Yeah.
Okay, but not just him, other people. Somebody I do love who's not like Andrew Tate, but he does talk about the masculinity versus feminine. Oh my God, I can't say the white dude's name.
What's his name?
A lot of white dudes.
White dude.
So you know a black dude?
This gonna kill.
A Mexican
does
dude?
not make this racist.
Cuban dude?
No. He's been on Joe Rogan's podcast so many times. Jordan Peterson, sorry.
Oh, Canadian dude.
So yeah, Zachy. So Jordan Peterson has some of the best facts, some of the best. It's not like, listen, I'm not against women, but y'all need to respect men more for what they are and what they do and so on and so forth. And I'm not trying to beat that topic up, but what I'm saying is, can you carry your own? If you can't carry your own, when do we draw the line? What is the line? Are we talking about financial? Are we talking about, what are we talking about? Oh, once you have a kid, now your credit rate goes up and now I have to do more because you're now the bearer of the child and now you're going to be the main one in charge. And, people got to draw a line. I don't think people are doing that. I think it seems too shallow, too picky, too whatever. People are not doing that. So instead of saying, hey, I can only overlook so many things quickly in a relationship, and then sticking to it, it's just more like, I like her. She likes dolphins. She smokes weed. And I think she's super cool. I don't like ballet. She hates football. I'm just throwing shit out there, but it's just one of those things. Like, when does the formula get twisted where it's like, I don't think this is going to work? And if you don't do that fast enough, you find yourself in a situation like, fuck, I made it this far. Am I wrong for pulling out?
Yeah.
Am I supposed to put in extra work? Is this what people go through?
I think people push off and overlook. Like you were saying, it's like, okay, well, we've had a good weekend last week. She does this. I really don't like if she does this, but, I'll overlook it. And then something else happens again. Oh, well, I hate this that she does this, or I don't agree with this. But, we had this. This was good. So you're comparing this person to something that you're holding on, all the pros versus all the cons, thinking the pros outweigh the cons. In reality, you have to are you willing to do this for the rest of your life? And
they don't look too futuristically enough.
To me, this is, and Dr. Easty taught me that, and I'm so grateful because it's like, what is the character of this person? Who is this person? Because that character, we're in our late 20s now. That character is not going to change. My partner, Claudia, she's a good person. She's kind. She's genuine. She's honest. It's not going to change. So if you have this person,
Claudia is awesome, dude.
She's incredible.
She is awesome.
You'll meet her. And
You
you
gotta
know
meet her. She's awesome.
She's awesome, and I know who she is, and I know how she's gonna be in 5. That's not gonna change in 5 years, and 10 years, and 15 years, and 20 years. So for me, it's like, is this person gonna stick by my side if some of the dark days? There are gonna be dark days. That's what you have to realize. It's not always gonna be suns and flowers and roses and vacations. Is this person somebody I'm gonna be with on some of my darkest days? Because they'll happen. And if the answer to that question is yes, and that's somebody that you can build a future with. But me and Claudia, the great thing we've had is we've had these tough, difficult conversations at the beginning. And she has boundaries, non-negotiables. So do I. Some of those, she wants to get married, she wants to have kids. If I don't see eye to eye, then that relationship would be terminated on her end and on my end as well. So that's something that we see eye to eye with. But a lot of people don't have that conversation. So a lot of people are afraid to ask these difficult questions because they're afraid that the answer may not be what they would like to hear. But it's difficult to talk about these conversations.
It's uncomfortable.
Uncomfortable. We'll deal with this another time.
So I'd rather not even feel this way.
Yeah.
Is it easy to agree right away, just on the basis of what we're all chiming in on, that being honest as fuck from the get-go is the key?
The key
is the key. If you want to restrain just a little bit for whatever private reason, whether it's sexual or something personal or whatever, or a pet peeve you don't want to absolutely scare somebody off with because it's small, cool. But minus that, you should be pretty fucking blunt.
You gotta be
right
blunt.
off the rip.
I was thinking, you gotta be a blunt. You gotta be a blunt motherfucker.